Hey guys, welcome back to another Summer's War video. Today I want to focus on a turn 1 RTA team. My last video we focused on a turn 2, and this one we're going to focus on a turn 1, and we're kind of just see what kind of like best suits my account. So the teams that I want to focus on are going to be Vanessa for that speed lead. So this is my current runes. I have Violent Will. But more importantly, she strips. She does a little bit of cooldown, which almost I swear never happens, and then a little bit of a revive. Um, and then Yanhong. I did actually make her a slight bit slower than normal. So before, I think if I remember correctly, she was probably in the 180s as far as the plus 180s. And I decided to slow her down a smidge because I wanted to run Ashir. So with Ashir, I kind of gave him probably one of my fastest sets while still maintaining tankiness. I can probably push him close to 200, but I lose so much value here. So his skills kind of are proportionate to his max HP, and what's probably going to happen, I'm just going to foresee it, is we're going to ban Han, right? They're going to ban Han, and I'm going to have 0 damage dealer. So at least he kind of acts as like a pseudo damage dealer, if you want to call it that. I was thinking about boosting up his crit rate, and I can kind of do that while still maintaining like 180 or so, maybe a little bit less. But I want him to go before Yan Hong. So, um, and then after that, I said we got Han. Han's obviously going to be a part of the pick here. So these are going to be like my main 4 units that I want to pick almost every single time. This is the dream team here. And then I'm going to have a flexibility pick. Now, I was actually thinking about ruining up her and try to see if I can get her going. I do have enough Devilmon to skill her out, so I was going to do that here with you on this video to try to see if maybe you guys can see something and kind of like tell me in the comments about how it is that I'm building, because maybe I'm building these weird. I tried to use the AI version of the rune making, and I maybe feel like that's probably hurt me more than helping me. So I was going to do this with you guys today. Um, and then my last person that I have here is going to be a Shizuka. So I have done this team a couple of times before with off camera here, and it kind of seemed that when banning Han, it definitely felt like I had very little damage. So um, it I did actually win. However, it was a turn cycling team where I kind of just like kept on was able to press this going. I do have Chandra. Don't have her built. Don't plan on using her, but maybe she's good or he's good. I'm actually not sure of the you know where they fall into that category, but I can ruin them up. Maybe it'll be good part of my turn 1 team, but I really feel like we're kind of like a tanky bruiser team. I mean, outside just that 24 speed lead, I really don't think it's going to provide me with as much as I was hoping that it would provide. I do have the Twin Angels here, not ruined, but it's just as an option here. I know that this one does the the attack bar and the strip, so it could potentially be a viable asset to the team. But outside of that, that's going to be my team that I'm going to kind of focus on. So, all right, let's get this going with the Layla here. So we're going to go into room. This is how I've been doing it. So going into manage, and I do it from this window here. Um, I like to start fresh. It doesn't cost any mana anyway, so I just kind of like to basically have a clean slate to where I'm not kind of like distracted with anything or whatever. But so normally I would either do one of 2 ways. So the one way would be is basically I kind of go through here and I click everything and I try to see if I can build as much as I possibly can. But lately I've been trying to use this feature here, this Rune Advanced Settings here, and utilizing this right here. Here I can see trans. Obviously, Despair Will would be nice here. The problem is I I really fear that I'm not going to be able to have the speed possibilities. Although I have almost nobody on Despair, so it's very possible that I can give her all of my best Despairs. Despair Will would be nice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try Despair Will, and then if for whatever reason I can't get the altitude that I need with the stats, I'll take off Will and just take a broken set. All right, so what I really want to do is I want to make her as fast as possible, right? She does have a good skill kit here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say whatever to those. As long as I can kind of get the means, I'll be happy. So detailed options here. I don't like to overlap in runes, so I'm going to take off certain things like Huadam. I don't really want to run the same runes as him, just in case if I ever do need to run him for whatever reason. But he really doesn't have that much of high of a speed. But there are some. I think there's like 1 or 2 good runes. I would say that's a decent rune, and that's okay too. But I, for safety measures, just want to have him as my back pocket. You just never know. So let's see what this will give us. Oh, never mind. Let's think about the rest of this. So speed, let's. I'm gonna try to see if I can get to a 160. I know that's probably asking for way too much here, but I like to dream first and then take away my dreams a little bit slowly. So the other things I've always kind of wondered, accuracy, right? What is like the good magical number when it comes to accuracy? Like to land more consistently. I mean, obviously there are creatures who just have either tons of resistance or just almost no resistance. So where is like the happy middle ground that I, should try to shoot for? If you guys let me know that down in the comments, that way kind of when I'm rooting these creatures up, I can kind of placate towards that. Right now I'm going to shoot for 40%. I think I'm shooting for the stars here, but yeah, see, there you go. I'm humbling myself quickly. Okay, let's see here. Let's go 30. And see where that takes us. No. Okay. Well, I don't want to back down on speed. Accuracy is very important with her. So what I want to try to see if I can do is if I could do just Despair and then fill up with whatever. Yeah, this was my fear. So Despair runes, I really feel like I'm, quite lacking in the Despair department. I could go Swift, but would that be that viable? I'm gonna try Swift. I'm gonna try to see what we can kind of get, but I need still these stats. Let's just see. For grins and giggles, let's look at it. I think I'll be able to do it. Yeah, plus 171 in speed. She actually, it's really not that bad. Is there any wills in here? I'm gonna try to see if I can look at some will. Doesn't look like wills in the will house here. Let's just try to see if we can try it. No. Oh, well, I would rather her just be fast than Will for now. Okay. So let's see what we got. Let's try to see if we can find the best out of both worlds here. She's not very tanky, but she is fast, and I'm assuming this is an accuracy rune. Yeah. She almost too fast. I will have like let's do it. So anyways, this is what we're gonna rock here. This is crit damage. Do we have to? I'm going to actually try to see if I can. I just really need anything speed related. HP would be ideal, right? So I'm actually going to look at this here. What's my shoot? That's a 16. Oh, I can easily do that. 16. I'm pretty sure I could find something similar here. will 23. Actually, I'm gonna shoot for a shield. Was there a shield rune in here? There is a shield rune, and it's really not that bad. I can do this. I'm not even. Yeah. You know, the AI thing. I mean, obviously, I can just tell it to do whatever, but I wish it kind of prioritized making sets over just not at all. Or maybe there's something that I can click or whatever. Let's see. I do not want to go with that. I know it's, you know, not ideal rune to kind of like really maximize that on. I need a lot. But I want to keep the resistance, crit damage, whatever. I don't really plan on making that a thing. So what I'm going to do here is I 310. I don't really rock this much anyways. I understand that I'm going to lose a proc here, but it is what it is. I don't really have the best runes for this scenario. Let's see if we can get close to 450. 3 hundo. I have 6. Yeah, let's do it. If I can get close to 400, I'll be happy. Wow, okay, well, we can't ask for much better than that. Okay, so let's see what we're working with here now. Let's pump this up to 15. It's actually decent speed. I'll take it. Resistance, crit rate. Let's take the damage out. Can we add more HP maybe? Defense? Defense is what, 615? HP is kind of high. 2 HP. Let's just do HP. Enchant. That'll have to do. Okay, I'm running low. I'll take that. Okay. Gotta get that speed grind. Nope. Raw HP resistance. I don't want to go full into that. Okay. Bummer. I don't have any extra speed runes. Or grinds, I mean. I would like to get rid of this one here. Maybe we can go an HP percentage. Oh, wow. I don't have an HP percent. I don't want to save it for HP percentage. Although I have tons of these, if I have to redo it, then I wouldn't cry too hard. But just for now, let's just do that. Okay, and then that one. Did that. Wow, we got plenty of those. I'm actually going to try to see if I can get closer to 7. Perfect. And then attack, why not? I got 15 of them. Clearly, I don't really use shield runes all that often. I only ever really use them when I want to do a shield will cleave team. Outside of that, like, I didn't really use it very much. Actually, not a bad. Mom, please give me a 5. Oh well. Okay, let's see what we got here. I have max accuracy, so I'm good off of that. I'm thinking about putting up defense. Let's do this. And nice. Not nice. Defense, there we go. Okay. Another 7. Another 7. 6. Okay, fine. Alright, so this is what we're working with. Just ruined her up. This is what we got here. So 172 speed, 17k HP. She's really accurate. Let's see how she performs inside the match here. So let's wait, hang on. Before we go, let me see if I have. I do not. So what we got here is I really need skill 2, right? Now I want skill 3 accuracy. Okay. This is a type. Type. Looking for skill 3 accuracy. That would be the best one. Obviously, I don't have a whole lot here to work with. This. Well, I guess I have max accuracy. I really don't need that. Yeah. You know, I'm just gonna choose something just to choose something. Okay. Not bad. All right, now what's she at? 19k HP now. Okay. Let's give it a go. See. Oh. I actually really like this little, what's it called? It's not a transmog, it's like a what would you call it? I know it's called something. Here, Yanhong. So I'm definitely gonna go turn 1. There's no ands, if, buts about it. But Chow is gonna be annoying. Okay. So let's choose my Han. And her. Okay. So, who's the threat? Han's gone. We just know that already, right? Immunity is going to be not the end of the. Okay. I just don't have a way of killing Chow. I just don't. Because he debuffs all the stuff. At least defense break will stick on him. Okay, let's go to Chow. Yeah, Han every time. This team here, I really was thinking about trying to build like another damage dealer. I mean, she's great and all, and I was gonna skill her up. Okay, so I'm gonna do my absolute damnness to try to see if I can remember to skill her up after this. But I really need another damage dealer, a fast damage dealer. Yanhan can do some damage, but oh wow. Okay. Yep. Ah. Um, oh, wow, she actually did go. That was actually the one time I didn't want her to do a violent proc. Fortunately, she did die. And then I just can't. That Shishuka right here just wrecked me. Okay. Actually, that did some. You know, I think I have like a bomber. Would it be crazy to put a bomber on here? All right, let's just All right, let's give her some skill ups. She deserves it. Where's she at? Okay. Then overclick it by accident, so I'm trying to count. Okay, perfect. Right, so now she's max skilled out. But yeah, I was trying to like who could possibly be a damage dealer that is gonna be fast. Her. Okay. You know, I've tried to make him as a damage dealer, not on this account, but a previous account, and it just didn't seem to do all that great. Let's see what we got as far as our monster box goes. So I have Tayor. I could make that work. Um, I have some of like these like snipers that you can kind of like do like one shots or whatever, which I Could use those. Thinking my storage. Let's see, is there anything that's like super strong for PvP? It's the only thing that really grabs out, but you know, I'll do some research. I'll try to see if I can. But yeah, every single time I want to get a Han ban, guarantee it. And let's see. So I got her all skilled out now. It does change her big time. So when I was looking at her abilities, it does a activation effect over here. So basically 20 extra % all the way to 100 for this over here. And I think it also works on this as well too. So being able to hit that really quickly can kind of like stun lock people. I wish I had something kind of like a AoE like attack bar reduction unit. So I think that would be ideal. Oliver. Oliver's good. As I mentioned in the last video, we have a free unit that we can choose. So I was waiting until like the whole releasing of the new unit, like the Gandalf. I really didn't want the blue Gandalf, so I was kind of like hoping that that was going to release sometime soon. But Eshron, I think it's how you pronounce his name, I think would work pretty good with this team here. I wonder if he actually would be better than Vanessa. I think maybe Vanessa's kind of like too old school. Yahan, oh lord, okay, wasn't expecting this. So he wants to go fast. Monkey King, he's got this 2 double speed leads. I think what I might try to do, I might try to see if I can actually lay down this Leo and see if I can have him force ban it. I know that's not exactly a turn 1 team, but all of this is screaming turn 1. And if I do this, then we're all on the same level playing field. So, but what I want to do is this guy right here is Cancer. I'd rather deal with Oliver. I like Oki. Oh, he does it anyways. Alright, so he's going to do his speed lead. I might as well just do my speed lead. Oh. And I'm just wrong all over the world here. Okay, that's fine. At least Leo is a damage dealer. And they're all on Will. Of course they are. Who would not be on... Actually, Layla doesn't strip, does she? She just... I'm gonna try to see if I can go first, though. Does this strip? Oh, it does. Oh, that's low-key good. Okay. All right, Layla's coming in clutch now. So, as I understand it, that is a... Is that a 100%? I don't understand that move. Try to see if I can... You know, actually, what I want to do is I want to re-ruin Leo. He's decent. Let's just say that. But basically, what I want to do is I want to put him on Nemesis. Ouch. Yeah, they're targeting Layla. Okay. Man, how am I still C3? I think I've lost like at least 10 battles straight. That's crazy. Okay. Well, you know, this guy, I'm done with him. I think he's pretty squishy, actually. Oh, silence. She's at turn 1 silence. Okay, I've been sleeping on her. I'm pretty convinced. Okay, good to know. I think because I've been trying to switch up my farming patterns. So normally what I do is I always do giants. My team's the strongest out of all of those, and I pretty much just instinctually just do that one almost immediately. Whenever I pop onto Selfish War, I just grind giants. I'm obsessed with speed, even though my rooms don't show it. But that's like the respect part. Those people who have like multiple units that are over 200 speed, you know that they grinded to get there hard. Because yeah, this game's weird. Yeah, I actually nope, that's it. Actually, I could violent proc. Let me try. No, it didn't. For the shot. But yeah, so those who like have over 200, they've grinded so hard into the game, and it's mad respect, because I feel like I grind a decent amount, but apparently nowhere near to like that level of speed. But what I started doing was I started grinding giants, and I really not giants, dragons, and I actually think I'm going to kind of like switch up the pace here. I have almost 0 vampire runes, and basically, Leo, I like Leo to be on Vampire Nemesis. It kind of gives him like more sustain into the fight. Violent is nice and all because like obviously his torrent skill is only a 2-turn cooldown, and if he violent procs it, whatever, when he's like kind of being CC'd a little bit, he can kind of just pull out a win. So I do like him on Violent. I think I prefer him to better be on Vampire, but we'll see. Kind of like what I'm doing here is I like to do like a +9. I really focus on speed runes here. If I feel like an example, this is a good rune no matter where it lands, in my opinion. I'm at like some stage of the game to where like a rune like this right here is very good for me. I can easily grind that to 20, you know what I mean, and I would be more or less happy with it. You kind of got to get somewhere to be anywhere. This one right here, so this one has 2 hard stats right here. I'll only do this to +6. And the reason why is anyone goes over here, oh, yep, like that. I don't want to waste the extra 50k to level it up even further. So, like this one right here, I don't really mind. But this one I have to take into consideration that this is a defense rune versus a whatever. It'll be good. I'll rock it. Okay. Little tanky rune. And some runes that are actually just really good, like an example, like this rune right here, I could easily, if I wanted to, it is a legendary, and if I were to re-app it, it would be, potentially decent if I wanted to hunt for it. But this is a very tanky rune. I can live with this one. But yeah. So, but I think I want to put him at least on Violent Nemesis for Leo. If people start to focus him down, I really want him to kind of like split in and take a turn. You know what I mean? And right now, I think I have him on Violent Broken from my memory. Violent Blade. Yeah, they're really not the most amazing runes either. I've watched someone build one before, and he built it on just crit rate, so having that slot 4 crit rate rather than crit damage, and have him just do more consistent damage, and he was still doing enough to have lethal damage. So all right, let's try to see if we can get another match into here. I really want to use Layla to her fullest here. So that actually that match right there, I started to kind of like witness a little bit more of what she does, and I don't think I ever gave her a true challenge, because before I was really trying to do like a hybrid strategy when it comes to the game, or to the matches, which was basically kind of go turn 1, but also trying to go turn 1 with turn 2 units, and it just felt kind of awkward. Enough to kind of get me to where I am here. You could pretty much just have decent units and decent runes, and you can pretty much hover in this area, no problem. But I really think if I want to accelerate to the next level, that I'm going to have to create an actual team that's cohesive with one another, rather than just having my fun favorite units. So like having, Han, Artemel, and then Yanhong, all in just one same match. As cool as that is, I really feel like they kind of like somewhat contradict of what they're trying to do. All right, what's we got here? We got, wow, definitely a turn 1 team, but with, I don't think he has a speed lead. No, he does not. Okay, well, let's pick a Layla and a Yanhong. Then I'm gonna try to see if I can get a Han out here. I feel like these guys. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Well, they have 4 killers. Wow. Okay. What do I do here? Okay, that's probably the most gross out of all of them. If he goes first, Sonya kills. But I don't have Will on my unit, so I'll be SOL if Savannah takes her turn. Well, that's very unfortunate. I almost need to go first turn with Han. I think with a 30% speed lead, I should be able to outspeed any of these 3 units here. Let's see. I think I can kill Sonya turn 1. Oh yeah, definitely. I can kill probably. I might be able to go if I can get the crit here's. Yeah, and then silence, please. Nice. And then if I stunned. Yeah, this. You know what I'm saying? If I have Han out, I just feel so much stronger. I'm actually just going to boost him up and try to see if I can just delete her out of the. Maybe I just have her die by dot if this doesn't kill her. Okay, Layla is crazy. Okay, so Masha's gonna get her her immunity up, but I'm not too. I was hoping that it would actually cut before, that way I can kind of strip the immunity. Yikes. Okay, that's crazy. You know. Having her on Despair would be nice. Just an extra tool to her kit here. Oh god, okay. Well, Yashir's gonna go first. I don't think his full speed ahead is gonna give him the turn. Oh, it will. Okay. Oh my god, 3 bombs. Wow. They're probably decent too, but I really need another turn. Alright, I'm gonna do this just so I can take the turn. Oh, that was nothing. If I kill her with this, nice. I feel like the bombs. Okay, well at least we know that the bombs are not going to do that much damage. It'll probably get close. Yeah, as I say, it'll probably get close, but I don't think it would win. But that is scary good. This kind of. I don't have a defense break, so it doesn't really matter. Do damage. There we go. Yeah. This guy's trying hard. Oh, that's done. I think here we'll have. Hopefully, is my person faster? No. Just don't kill. Okay, so Yashir has one more turn before he can do his skill 2. So I'm really yes. I was really hoping. Even though I could probably just do it with just her skill 2, but I just playing safe. Playing safe. All right. Awesome. All right, so we managed to get to exactly where we were before, which is the C3 with one little notch here. Well, guys, well, that's it for this one. Tell me what you think about the turn 1 team. Tell me what you think about my Layla. Anything that you could help me add. Like I said, I potentially might need another damage dealer because it feels kind of awkward when I don't have Han. But let me know in the comments. All right, guys, have a great day. Peace.